Are we live? Hello, everybody. We are doing a late night chat tonight. Can you believe it? It is almost midnight here, 3 minutes to midnight here. So I'm not even sure how many of you are going to be awake tonight, but thought I would try it nonetheless. I'm going live tonight to chat with you guys because in case you haven't noticed, over on the vlog channel, there was no vlog yesterday. And there's not going to be a vlog again today. Well, there is Michelle. Hello, Michelle, and welcome to the live chat. I thought I better come on here and let you guys know that I'm okay. There is Daisy D. How are you? And there is MSD. You're wide awake. Is it midnight where you are, or are you on a different time? There's my cheap crafty life. Hello. And Michelle Neal. Hello. I didn't think there'd be so many people up, but I always forget that some of you are on a different time zone. So maybe it's not quite midnight where you guys are. Marshmallow Molecules. Nope, you're not the only one up. And there is Christine. She is my fellow night owl buddy. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock where my cheap crafty life is. There is Francis. You're still up at midnight, Francis. Hello. It's 11 o'clock for Marie. Okay, so Marie, you're in a part of Tennessee that actually is an hour behind me. I didn't remember that. Midnight in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Oh no, you've got insomnia. Well, I am so sorry. I hate to hear that. I know how that feels. Saturday night, I could not sleep, you guys. That's why there was no vlog yesterday. Saturday night, I stayed up pretty late trying to edit videos for you guys. And y'all know if you watched the vlog for Saturday, we had been out doing a lot of filming for you and decided to do a little more filming when I got home. So my day today would be free and clear. And I'm actually glad I did that because the video that I shot on Saturday didn't turn out. I had to go and redo the whole thing again today. So had I not had a clear schedule, that wouldn't have been able to happen. But nonetheless, I stayed up pretty late. Then by the time I got to bed, could not sleep, just couldn't sleep. But come to find out, Bub had a hard time sleeping. Baby girl had a hard time sleeping. When we got to church and was talking to some of the youth group we have there, several of the teenagers had a hard time sleeping. So what was up on Saturday? I don't know. But it made me so tired that Sunday, all I did was chill and veg out. So no vlog yesterday. And then like I said, today, we have been so busy refilming. I literally am still right now, the video is at, let me show you guys. Let me turn this camera around and show you guys. Look here. I'm still only at 16% upload. Oh, I have been working on this video literally all day, but it's got to be up at 7 o'clock for you guys tomorrow. It's a collaboration video. And so I had no time to pick up my vlog camera, but I wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I'm okay, because I know you know I haven't been feeling well, and I know some of you have been worried because you've been asking me how I'm doing. So let me try to catch up on some of your comments here. Cammie Newton is here. It's 11 o'clock in Indiana. Oh, and you've had a lot of rain? We had some rain off and on today. Almost messed up my filming, but thank the good Lord that we were able to work it in between raindrops. Susan Smiley is here. Hello. You're a night owl too, Michelle. Well, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Is this too echoey for you guys in here? Y'all can tell I'm in Bub's room because the Hubs is asleep in my room, and the living room is so close to our door, bedroom door, that I knew I would be too loud and wake him up. So I came and crashed in Bub's room for a while. Well, thank you very much, Miss Francis. I appreciate that compliment. It's 11 in Illinois. Christine, you got your TV on the Hallmark Channel during One Calls the Heart last night. You are awesome. Wasn't it good? It was over so fast, and we all, at the last scene, were like, what? That's where they're gonna leave it? That one was interesting last night. Oh my goodness. There is Jennifer. Yeah, it actually is morning now. Let's see what time. It's 12:01, just after midnight. Nick's Crafty Corner is here. Hello. Morgana Gray. Hello. Deanna Sedlock is here. You finally caught a live. I was just fixing to say, I don't think I'd seen you on live before. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. She is here from Missouri. Very far away from us. How's your weather up there? Are you still cool up there in Missouri? Francis said you had a beautiful day, but it's going to be raining tomorrow. Maybe what we had is kind of moving up the coast because it was a little dreary today. 12:01 in New York City. That says Renell. And look at here. I've run in here without my glasses again. When am I going to learn? When am I going to learn? Oh my goodness. I just need to buy me a pair and keep in every room of the house because I never know where I'm going to need them. Oh, you recorded it. Okay, well, you're going to love it. I mean, I hope you do. We did. Oh, I was so tired though. We slept on the way home. I didn't sleep Saturday night. Told you guys that. So got in some Z's yesterday or on the way home last night so that we could stay up and watch it. And as soon as it was over, we all crashed. I didn't even get up today, you guys, till almost 12. I just let myself sleep because I knew I had to catch up. But then I had to hit the ground running because I sat down early after I woke up to try to get this video that I'm uploading now edited for you guys and realized that I couldn't use any of that footage. So we had to get ready and go back to town. But I had to wear the same shirt because you guys saw, if you watched on the vlog channel, then you had already seen like the behind the scenes Saturday of where we were filming at the ravines. I thought they've already seen me in that other shirt. And if I go now and upload this video wearing something completely different, they're going to be like, what? So got dressed again and tried to recreate it, except for I did put my hair up today. So there's the Bubster. You want to say hello, Bub?
What's up?
There he is. He's still wide awake too. We're all night owls around here. And there he goes, quick as a flash. Cool and rainy up in Missouri. Oh, it's pronounced like my name, Dina. Oh, okay. Very cool. How about that? I don't meet too many other Dinas. It's not a real super common name. Well, thank you, Daisy D. You have a good night, too. I'm glad you could catch us for a minute. There is Juanita. Hello, Juanita. You finally caught alive again. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. A lot of rain in Missouri here lately. Send some of it our way. We've kind of been in a little bit of a drought. Got a few raindrops today, but not near enough of what we needed. So you're in Missouri too, Morgana. We got a lot of people from Missouri here tonight. That's really cool. Started raining at 9 o'clock for you, Jennifer. There must have just been rain all over the place today. Nancy is here. Hello. Glad you finally caught alive. And there is Donna. Hello. You just saw When Calls the Heart, Francis, but it left you wanting more. Us too. It felt like the fastest episode of the season so far. It was over so fast. We rewatched it again tonight with the hubs, or the kids did. I was editing a video, but I could see it. I had my earbuds in. And again, it just seemed like it was over like that. Such a fast one. It was a good one. Now I'm curious what's going to happen next week. And where's Mountain Jack? We still haven't heard from him. Raining for Susan. Yeah, lots of night owls. Hey, Grab Power 60, how are you? Glad you could join us. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I told my daughter when I grabbed all my equipment and came back here, I said, I'm probably going to be talking to myself. I didn't figure there would be too many people up this late. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, thank you, Nancy. I sure appreciate that. You're having rain even still tonight in Pennsylvania, huh? It's cleared out here. It's not raining here right now. Not sure if we're going to get more tomorrow or not. I hope so, though. We really need it. You're outside of Kansas City in St. Joseph. Well, thank you very much for the compliment on his room. It's coming together, you guys. He doesn't have, the other guitar is right down here still in the case. That's the one he takes to church on Sundays for the worship team. So he hasn't gotten it back up on the wall yet, but it's coming together. Well, there is Heather. Hello, Heather. Mom Halls, how are you? Glad I could catch you here on the live. So are you just 1 hour behind me in Arizona, or are y'all 2 hours? I can never remember how far you guys are behind us there. Makeup question, okay? Have I seen the Vamp stamp for winged eyeliner? No, I have not. $25 each to rubber stamp the wings. Really? So do you go have it done at a shop, or is it something that you purchase yourself? And is it a tattoo, or is it just a temporary eyeliner? Give me a little more 411, because I've never heard of that. You usually go to sleep late. Me too, Francis. Oh, it's 9 where you are. Oh, so you're 3 hours behind me. Okay, so I didn't realize that Arizona was that far behind me. All right, well then it is still evening time for you. Well, early night time, 9 o'clock. You're in a drought where you are too. Yeah, we've been praying for the rain here. You guys remember a couple weeks ago I showed you on the vlog, well last week, maybe 2 weeks ago now, where I bought that big beautiful rose bush. Do you guys remember that? It had the prettiest light pink roses. They were kind of a mix between a white and a light pink on the tips. So pretty and so full, and I've got it in the ground, got it fertilized, trying to keep it watered the best that I can, but with all of this drought, most of the leaves have already fallen off and not a new bud has opened at all, which I know that whenever you first transplant those rose bushes, they're a little temperamental and it can take a while for them to get going again, but this drought is definitely not helping. So I am hoping for the rain. That rose bush was so pretty when we first got it. Julie is here from Arkansas. Hello, hello. Ooh, tornadoes? Yeah, no, I don't want that kind of weather at all. I went through a tornado. Not sure if I've told you guys this. In 1995, I think it was 95. It might have been 93. I can't remember. Somewhere around in there. I was at work one day and a tornado was heading our way right towards the building. We all jumped into the vault to try to get as much safety as we could because we never knew, and it tore the entire roof off of the whole building. Thank the good Lord all of us inside were okay, but that could have been really bad. So I have no desire to ever go through another one of those. Oh man, it was so bad. When you walked outside and saw all the damage that thing left behind, that was scary. That was super, super scary. It was scary with it rolling up too. We knew it only because all of our ears started popping. And I can remember we were looking at each other and I told Renee, I said, man, my ears are popping all of a sudden. She said, that's so funny. So are mine. We had no idea because it had been raining kind of off and on, but it wasn't even a heavy storm. We had no idea things were that bad, but the barometric pressure in the air dropped so fast that we could feel the changes on our eardrums. And before you knew it, I mean, we got in the vault and got it locked, and within just seconds, the roof was coming off. So those are scary to me. Tornadoes really, really scare me. And they really scare me during the hurricanes because that's what does a lot of the damage is the hurricanes that come in on the front wall the tornadoes that come in on the front wall of those hurricanes. So scary thing there. All right, let's see here what she says about that vamp stamp. You ink it up and press it onto the corner of your eyes. Okay, just like a regular stamper like you would for crafts. So then it's temporary. I would love to see that because I don't have wings today. You guys can see I don't have a wing on today, but I have a hard time getting them even. So if I had some kind of stamp that would help me, yeah, I would be all for it. 25 bucks. If it would last me over and over, hey, sure. Let's see. Heather says, daylight savings time. In the fall, we are only 2 hours behind spring. Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. So then where you guys are in the fall, you don't change your clock? Very interesting. I did not know that. So then at some parts of the year, you're going to be 2 hours behind me. But now during the springtime, you're going to be 3 hours. That's very interesting. Do you like that? Do you like that you don't set the clocks like the rest of us do back and forth? How do all y'all feel about changing the time, by the way? That's an interesting question. Oh no, you just watched Twister? Yeah, don't live through a tornado. If you can get out of Dodge, because they are certainly no fun. Oh my goodness. Nancy asks, is my church big? I always thought it was going to be non-denominational church, and I'm in a Pentecostal church. I'm Pentecostal. I am an ordained minister with the Assemblies of God, so we are definitely Pentecostal. Our particular church is not, it's not big. We were running about 150 on average, between 130 and 150 is what we were running there for a little while. But like a lot of churches do, we had some transitions last year, and some people have decided that they want to worship elsewhere. And so right now, I think we're we're averaging right around 70-ish, I think. I'm not exactly positive on that count because we're always over with the kids, but from what I can remember, what's been talked about is I think we're averaging right about 70. That kind of tends to dip a little bit during the summer because we do have a lot of, we call them snowbirds. I hope that's not offensive. They call themselves snowbirds in our church, but if any of you are from the north, don't take that offensively at all. They come down during the winter. During the winter, they come down here because it's so cold up there. They get away from the snow. And then they all leave around Easter. And so during the summer, it can kind of dip a little bit. So I'll be curious to see what's going to happen here in about the next 4 or 5 weeks. But no, it's not real big at all. Just a small little family church, trying to grow the church, that's for sure. Get as many people in as we can. How about your church? Is it a big church? Your seeds are sprouting now. You know what? Remember I told you guys on Saturday that we didn't see any of those azaleas in bloom out at the ravines, and I was real sad about that because the video tomorrow, you're going to see one little azalea bloom. I think I put that in there. Tell you the truth, I can't even remember if I edited that into the video, but then we were driving around today and found another spot that we didn't see the other day that was way on the other side of those ravines there was about 2 azalea bushes that were in full bloom, and they were so pretty. So I don't know if the rain is helping those finally open on up or what. Do I have any pets? Great question. No. The last pet that we had, Bub had a snake. He had a ball python. His name was Freddy, I think. His name was Freddy. Tell you the truth, I've forgotten now, but I think he was called Freddy. Loved that snake. I just loved that snake. But right before we started tearing the house apart, we noticed that he started acting a little funny. And then we woke up one day and he was dead in his cage. Come to find out, where we had his cage out in the living room was fairly close to the fireplace area where a large concentration of that mold was. And we think that it was the mold that got him. I think just being over there, because I'll tell you why we think that. We didn't understand that we had the mold problem at the time. That's around when we first started suspecting it. But the snake started wheezing. Like, I didn't know snakes could wheeze, you guys. But when we would get close to the cage or when we would take him out to hold him, he was wheezing. You could hear him breathing funny. And so I told my husband, I said, I think this snake is wheezing a little bit. And within a couple of days is whenever he died. Like, we didn't even have time to get him checked at a vet or anything like that because we weren't sure if that's what we were really hearing. You know, it was the first snake we'd ever had. Who knew? So we don't have any other pets. Bub really, really, really wants a dog. But you guys have seen our lives, how crazy upside down everything has been, especially over these last 4 years. And we just don't feel like it would have been fair to try to have a pet during all of this, you know, all the reconstruction, moving from end of the house to end of the house with all the mold. And then as much as we are on the go all the time, just didn't feel like it would be really fair to bring a dog in to just kind of be ignored. So no, we have to play with other people's pets when we visit them. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see. Rinda is here. Rinda's World. You are a new subby from New Hampshire. Well, welcome to the family, Rinda. Glad to have you. Very glad to have you. Melinda is here. Hello. I'm doing great tonight. How about you? Let's see what Heather says. Arizona is the only state that doesn't do daylight savings time. Really? I did not know that. See, I learn something new every day. You love not having to do it. You're born and raised in Arizona, so you never had to. Yeah, well, I guess it would be a lot easier to not have to, because I'm telling you what, whenever we change the clocks, it throws us off for like the first 2 weeks. Whether we're jumping forward or falling back, it always throws our internal clocks off. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Oh, Puerto Rico doesn't do the time change either? Okay, so then they are only 1 hour difference in the fall. Gotcha. Arizona has snowbirds too. Yeah, everybody leaves from those cold, cold climates to come where the sunshine is. You wish they would leave the time one way or the other. Yeah, now if they did that, let's see. I'm curious to know what all of y'all would want to do. Would you want to leave the time the way that it is during the spring or the way that it is during the fall? I myself would like to leave it the way it is right now because I like having all this daylight late in the afternoon because we are pretty much night owls around here, so I'm not up and at them at 6 a.m. Matter of fact, I'm barely in bed by 6 a.m. So I like having it daylight. In the summertime here in Florida, I'm not sure about for all of you guys, but for us here in the summertime, it's bright up until 9 o'clock. It stays light until 9 o'clock. And I love that. I love that. Now, of course, before the time changes in November, it starts decreasing a little bit. You know, it starts hitting in around 7:30-ish right before the time change. So then when the time changes, it's getting dark on us like 6:30, 6:15. And I hate that. Oh, I hate that. So I would leave it the way that it is right now all year. That's what I would do. How about you guys? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got some fellow springers here. I know it was sad, Francis. It really was. We loved that snake. And oh, it was so sad. Let's see, what does that say? Is that Shalele or Shaylele? Finally got to catch a live. Well, I am so glad you're here. Janelle, she says she's waving. Well, hello, Janelle. Your husband plays guitars and sings specials, and then you sing sometimes too. Well, that's really cool. I love music. You guys have seen that with our kids. Definitely love music. Well, thank you so much, Nancy. I sure appreciate that. Am I the main minister at our church? No, I'm not the senior pastor at our church. I'm the youth pastor at our church. And right now we're also filling in the children's church, looking for a full-time children's pastor in there. And then I do speaking outside for different conferences, seminars, and stuff like that. So I'm not the lead pastor at our church. Once in a while, I do preach in the main sanctuary. And if we have a youth day, then I will preach in the main sanctuary. But actually, we go to the church where my dad is senior pastor. I don't know how many of you guys knew that. That's not why we started going to that church. We would go to that church even if he wasn't my dad because we just love the word and we love the truth of the word and all that. But he is an hour and a half away, or an hour and 15 minutes, 70 miles from our front door to the front door of the church. And we drive, not because it's family, but just because we were kind of in a transition period for a little while. We knew that God was done with us at the church where we were attending previously and didn't know where else to go. We were still kind of just praying about it. So we said, well, while we're praying and seeking God on that issue, we'll just drive down to Mom and Dad's. Thought it would probably just be a couple of weeks before we heard from the Lord. Well, that was 2008. So here we are 9 years later. And in the meantime, God has just opened the doors to use us there. So apparently that was just his will all along, you know, and that's just kind of how all that ended up. But we didn't drive down there with the intention of continuing to drive for all these years, because that is a long way every week. But we love it down there, and we're having a great time with those kiddos and the teenagers. And so that's what we're doing as far as the ministry there at the church is concerned. Got another springer here. Yeah, I like to be out doing yard work too, Jennifer. That is my favorite. Love it, love it. Yeah, spring, another springer, another springer. Spring is winning. New Hampshire's getting another 8 inches tomorrow. Oh my goodness, wow. I have some good friends in Portsmouth. We have been up there to Portsmouth to visit, and it is a beautiful town. Now, how close are you to Portsmouth? Where in New Hampshire are you? There's another springer. Whoa, in New York where you are, Francis, it starts getting dark at 4:30? No, see, I could not handle that. I've got to have my sunshine. Okay, Nancy has to say goodnight. Well, good night. Thanks for joining us tonight. And you'll be in my prayers for sure. I pray that you start feeling much, much better. There is Joyce. You are here tonight. Thought you were on Joanne's. Are you talking about, I'm not sure what that means. Heather. How am I seeing going so far in the chat? I have the iPhone, and I'm not sure how it works on other phones. Not sure what kind of phone you have, Heather, but while you're on your phone, if you touch your screen, or at least on the iPhone, if you touch your screen and then just scroll up or down, it'll let you go back and get the messages that you missed. I was glad to figure that out because they were going so fast, I was missing what everybody was saying. So just lightly touch your screen, and then you can scroll up and down a little bit, and it'll help you catch those messages. Yeah, it does. It goes away very, very fast. And I've tried to, like, I've got my computer up right now. I've tried to do it both ways, where I'm reading the computer, but talking to you on my phone. And there's such a lag in it that it's just easier for me to do it on the phone. So, oh, okay. I see now y'all were talking to each other. I got you. Figured out that whole Joanne thing. Gotcha. Julie, your dad was a preacher too. Well, that's really cool. Oh, but I'm sorry to hear that he passed. 91. Wow, that is a good long life. That is awesome. What an awesome reward for him sharing God's word. That is so cool. You're in Idaho, and it's downpouring there too. Yeah, a lot of you guys have had rain all day long. Got another vote for spring. It does work the same on Android. Okay, that's good to know. So if I ever have anybody ask in the future, you do have Android. I wondered what you had, Heather, because I've caught a couple of your live chats, and I noticed where you could see like the actual chat window. I can't see a chat window, so I wondered if you had the iPhone or something else. But Stephanie is saying that that works on the Android too, so definitely try that out next time. Janelle is voting for spring too. Yes, all my fellow spring people. Love it. Yeah, I love this time. I really do. I love all that extra daylight. Born and raised in Portsmouth. Okay, your husband was, or soon to be husband, so you are engaged. When is your wedding? That sounds exciting. Let's see. They moved there. I'm trying to remember. We went up to visit them in 2007. So I know they've been there since then. And I want to say they were there. I want to say they may have moved there in 2004, maybe 2005. So I guess that's, how many years is that? Like 12 years? They've been there about 12 years. How have the Skechers been? Do you know what? I showed you guys on the vlog the other night when I wore them to Walmart, and I haven't been able to wear them since because, was that Friday or Saturday? I think that may have been Friday night. Saturday, what did we do? Oh, Saturday we went and did all the filming, and I didn't wear my tennis shoes out there. I wore my flip-flops because it was hot, girl. These feet needed air, let's just be honest. So I wore my flip-flops then. Yesterday all day to church. I don't wear my tennis shoes to church. And then today we had to go back and do this refilming that I had not anticipated having to do. Let's see how far this is, by the way. You guys, we are still only at 54%. Let me show you. Turn this camera around. Look at there. Because this is going to be a long video. There's the title, Being Fat Ruined My Life. That's going to be a good one, though. I'm excited about that one. We shot the whole thing outdoors. They had to redo it today. So my intention was, excuse me, why is it every time I get on this live chat like I get all these frogs in my throat? Anyway, my intention was to come home tonight to be able to go for a walk to try out the second pair of shoes. And I'm still working on this video. I have literally been working on this video now since we got home around 7:30 or 8. That's how long I have been working and editing this video. It takes a long time. It really does. Even the vlogs, like the shortest amount of time that it takes me to edit a vlog is around an hour. And that's if I don't do like a lot of music or other kind of stuff like that. If I just kind of try to edit it simply and quickly, it still takes about an hour. But for most things, like you guys will probably notice that the Dollar Tree haul today, if you watch that, wasn't quite as edited out as other Dollar Tree hauls. Like, in other words, usually I'll show you guys, like if I put up a bird feeder outside or something like that, then I show it to you outside. Or if I put something, in a cabinet somewhere that I've bought. Then I will roll in the extra footage to show you guys. I didn't even have time to do that this time. I mean, like this time it was just the straight video, and it still took me about an hour and a half to edit that down. So yeah, it takes quite a while. And this one, because it's a long one, this one I think ends up being 31 minutes. So a lot of you may not be able to watch the whole thing, that's for sure, but it's a good one. I'm doing it with Spicy Cat Jams. I don't know how many of you know her, love her. She was down here in Florida back in February, and I had a chance to meet her, and there's actually a little vlog with an excerpt of me and her together when we met that day, and I think it's on the vlog channel. I don't think it's on DeeVine DeeZine. And I want to say it's called Meeting Another YouTuber or something, if you want to go over there and look for that. She is just so wonderful. Love her personality. Love everything about her. And so she and I are doing this together, telling you guys the story of how being overweight has affected us throughout the years. So it was kind of a little nerve-wracking to do a video like that, and you just kind of brace yourself, but I'm excited about it, and I think that it's turned out good. I was able to watch hers earlier today. Hers is already scheduled for you guys, and I really think you're gonna love it. So hopefully you guys will have a few minutes to at least watch part of it. That's for sure. Did baby girl ever find her cubbies? No, Francis, we still have not found them. Oh, you sent me an email. Okay, I haven't been on my email tonight, so I'll have to go and I'll have to check my email. Haven't even had a chance to do that. You saw them for $3.25? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to have to check that tonight then whenever I get off of here. Thank you for that information. You haven't seen spring yet. It's still cold where you are, huh? Oh, well, thank you, Heather. I'm so glad you got to join, and I've been watching your lives too. A couple of years, though, I haven't been able to catch live. I've had to watch the replay just because the schedules were off and I couldn't catch you live, but I love sitting down and watching. Am I still using the skincare line? Yes, I sure am. And thank you for the compliment. I sure am. That's Dr. Barbara's stuff that I had showed you guys before. And as a matter of fact, she's got another one that I think I'm going to add into it. It is another serum, and it's got the, oh, what's the word that I'm looking for? The retinol A in it, because these couple of splotches, and I don't know how well it's going to show up for you guys in the dark. There's one right here that I know sits out like a sore thumb. Look how my makeup's starting to get oily on me tonight. It's been on all day. What time did we leave? I think we left here about 2 o'clock. So it's old. It's getting oily. But these couple of little spots that I have, whenever I went to see the skin doctor back in January, I asked her about it just while we were there getting our annual screening for a cancer check. We do that here in Florida just because you never know, being in the sun all the time. But I asked her about that, and she had told me that those kind of things usually come from clogged sebaceous glands that are deep underneath the skin, and that usually the only way they're going to go away is with retinol. That's by prescription. So she wrote me out a prescription, but honey, that stuff is expensive. But the other stuff that Dr. Barbara has given me has already caused a few of these to decrease in size. Like they have gone down by half at least, maybe even more. So I thought, well, if this other stuff is already working towards that, maybe if I add in that retinol, it's an over-the-counter retinol, so it's not quite as strong as what you can get in that prescription, but maybe mixed in with the other stuff that I'm already using, it'll help. So I'm about to order that too, and I'll keep you guys posted, let you know how that's going to work, because these, I guess that's what it is. The oil glands getting clogged down on the inside. Who knew? I didn't even know that could happen. Seems like once you turn 40, everything weird starts happening. Who's with me? Who's hit 40 or over and you're with me on that one? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, so let's see. Where did I leave off here? Christine. Oh, you did? At Five Below? Well, I will have to check there too if Holler is already sold out of those. I didn't know that Five Below had them. The closest Five Below to us is about 45 minutes away, so I don't get there very much, but I got to hit to the doctor hopefully one day this week, because I'm still not feeling that great, you guys. I'm going to have to call her in the morning, and she's in the town where that Five Below is, so maybe I can stop in there. I love that store. Oh, well, thank you. Is it Shaylele or Shalele? I don't want to say that wrong. Yeah, gaining weight and being heavier definitely can cause, well, it can cause full out blown depression for sure, but it can affect your mood, it can affect your happiness level, your joy level, all that kind of stuff. So if you can watch that video tomorrow, maybe we'll be able to offer you some encouragement and support. And don't forget, you guys, we have the Facebook group. A Journey to Health is the name of it. Journey to Health. You can type that in your search bar, and hopefully you can find it that way. If I can remember, I'll go and put it down in the description of this live video once it archives on the channel. If I forget, it will definitely be linked on tomorrow's video. And come over there and you can join that group. There hasn't been a whole lot of activity in there lately, and I haven't been in there myself, and oh my goodness, probably 2 weeks, just because we've been so busy. You guys have seen I haven't had hardly any time for Facebook much at all. So I haven't been in the group very much, but there's a lot of ladies that are in there that we're all on the same journey together, all at different levels. Some people only have a few pounds to lose, and then there are others of us that have quite a few to lose, but it's good to hear what they're doing. They come in there, they've talked about the days they're discouraged and the days that maybe they're not doing as well with their food choices, and it's a loving environment. We keep it that way. Anybody comes in there being rude is going to get the boot, not going to be able to stay. So we keep it a loving encouragement environment. So maybe you guys might want to join in there. We'd love to have you. Now let's see here. All right, Rinda's World has to go. Good night. So glad to have you for a few minutes. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, so Rinda's World has a channel. Yeah, if I can remember, I'm going to come check you out. Matter of fact, let me screenshot that so then I don't forget your channel name. Definitely will come check you out. All right, that's Bree and Maddie's mom, and you're starting your weight loss journey. Yeah. I'm at my heaviest I've ever been to. I weigh more now than I weighed when I had either one of my kids, and it is very discouraging. This time around, this weight has come because of all the steroid medications that I've had to take over the last few years with sinus issues. And no matter how hard I tried to work out, no matter how healthy you try to eat, I can lose, but it's coming off very, very slowly because my body has just been undergoing so much the last little while. But yeah, it's discouraging whenever you feel like you're heavy and you can't breathe and you can't do everything that you used to could do because of that extra weight. Jan's Crazy Life is here. Hello, hello. Francis, you're already subscribed to Spicy Cat Jam? Well, good. I hope you enjoy her as much as I do. Oh, well, thank you, Heather. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm gonna have to let Dr. Barber know that you said that and that you can notice in the videos. Thank you very much. Her skin is beautiful. It's betterhealthnaturally.com. If any of you guys want to go check out her website, it may be bhn.com, but if you type in Better Health Naturally, it'll bring it up. And she is gorgeous. She has a YouTube channel. Let me see if I can find it for you guys real quick, and I'll tell you exactly what her channel is. It may just be her name. I can't remember how she has that channel listed. Let's see. Yeah, it's just Barbara Hoffman, Hoffman. From Better Health Naturally, and you can watch some of her videos when she uploads. She talks about different things like hormone. She does talk about her skincare line, but she talks a lot about women's health and hormonal issues for women and just great information. But when you watch her video, her skin is so glowing and so beautiful and looks so young and vibrant. And the first time I saw her, I had seen her in an interview and I saw how pretty she was. She had told her age on that show, which I think at the time that I saw her, she was right around 60, somewhere in there. And I thought, there is no way that she is that old because she looks so good. So then I went searching out her website, and that's how I found out some more about her. But she is just beautiful and the sweetest, kindest personality. Oh, she is just wonderful. I just love her so much. But yeah, you guys can look her up and take a look at her skin. All right, let's see. Where did I leave off here? 1 more year till you hit 40. Well, hold on tight, girl. Oh my goodness. 41 and gallstones. Oh no. That's rough. My sister had her gallbladder removed too because she was having some issues. Yeah, I feel you on that one. You have been thin only once in your life, and that was when you were born. 3 pounds? Wow, Susan. Were you a preemie? Did you come early? I came early. I was a month early, and I was 5 pounds. I think I had dropped down to like 4'8" or 4'9", because back then in that time they wouldn't let you come home until you hit 5 pounds. So my mom had to wait an extra day or two until I gained enough ounces to be able to come home. But she did. She had me 4 weeks early, and I was a little bit smaller. I've not been small since. I mean, I've been thin. Whenever I was young, I was thin. The weight for me didn't start piling on until after I had graduated high school. But as far as I'm an average height. I'm right around 5'6". 5'5.5", somewhere in there. Pretty large bone. Like even whenever I was thin, I was still thick. And to look at me, like I would step on the scale weighing in at about 137. But you wouldn't have thought that from looking at me, because in high school I was really thin, but I was heavy. Like had a lot of muscle and big bones. Like my bones, like I have never been able to hardly ever find anklets to fit me and fit me comfortably because I just have big bones. Even whenever I'm thin, it's hard to find one. So yeah, that being 4 weeks early was the smallest I've ever been myself. I can relate to you there. You're part of the over 40 club? Oh my goodness. Cold weather is actually good for skin? Really? Well, I might need to consider moving north because it is not cold here. That is for sure. Jennifer's going to be 42 on the 27th of April. Well, you got a birthday coming. You've got a birthday coming. All right, let's see here. Your mother's name is Dina too? That is so cool. That's like the third Dina tonight. Me and the other Dina, and now your mom. Now, does she looks like she must spell it the same way I do? That's really cool. Chalet. Okay, pronounced chalet. I will try my best to remember that. That is really pretty. Well, hello, Angela Thomas. You finally called alive. I kind of thought today, well, maybe some of the ones that can't catch it early in the day will be up at night. Sarah is here from California. Hello, Sarah. The name of the Facebook group, Jan, is Journey to Health, not with the word A in front of it, just Journey to Health. Three words there. Jen Jotz is down 60 pounds in 5 months. That is incredible. Yeah, it is. It is a daily battle. You are not kidding about that. Cozy Kitchen is here. Hello, hello. All right, Heather, good night. Thank you so very much for watching and joining us. I'm glad you were here. Glad we got a chance to chat with you. Have a great night's rest. There is Crayola. Is that Skies for 1,000 Miles? I like that channel name. That's pretty cool. Your first live chat. Well, welcome. Glad to have you. Had to stay a whole month in the hospital. Wow. Well, I can imagine so. At 3 pounds, that probably would be quite a stay there until you gained up a little bit. Deborah is going to be 61 on the 27th. So that's 2 birthdays on the 27th of April. How about that, you guys? Then we have Susan. You have an April birthday too? Wow. April is the happening month tonight. Christine. Christine, I always call you Marie because I see that C. Marie. I'm so sorry, girl. Christine is going to be 29 on May the 5th. Getting close. Girl, I cried for 2 weeks before I turned 30. I've told you guys that story before. That was so depressing to me to have to hit 30. So I shall be praying for you this whole year. It never bothered my husband. Some people, it don't bother them at all, but oh my goodness. Okay, now there is McCoy Girly, I think is what that says. I don't have my glasses on. She is here from Colorado. Where you guys make your comments is a little bit larger print than your actual names are. The names are a little smaller. Your first time on the live. Well, welcome. Glad to have you. Now there's Dina. You're 49 and holding. Yeah, I'm 29 and holding. Good night, Dina. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Thanks for joining us. Here is Heather from Illinois. Oh, and your birthday is April the 28th. Well, check that out. We've got a lot of birthdays here tonight. Marshmallow Molecules is on the 21st. This is incredible. Oh my goodness. Cozy Kitten is the 27th too. Oh my goodness. This is incredible, you guys. We need to have a birthday party. I need to try to remember to go live on the 27th for all of you guys that are sharing the same birthday. Knowing me though, I won't remember. I'll have to try to remember. Oh my goodness. Here is Carrie from Arkansas. Hello. There is, does that say Alicia? Alicia, you took that. Well, glad I'm not the only one. not happy that you had depression, but glad I'm not the only one. 30 hit me hard. Oh, it hit me hard. You love to cook and love to eat. Me too. Oh, me too. Oh, well, thank you so very much. What a nice compliment, Susie. Blessedly May, Francis, your birthday's April 20th and your son's is April 24th. All these April babies. My little brother has a birthday April the 10th. Yes, you're exactly right, Carrie. You're exactly right. I would rather have life and getting older than the alternative. True on that. Absolutely. Janelle, 30 was a rough one on you too. I think a lot of women take 30 hard. There's just something about being in your 20s. You still feel so young. Oh my goodness. Michelle cried when she hit 32. Oh, I can relate, girl. Here is Melody from Alabama. Well, thank you very much for subbing to the channel. I sure appreciate that. You will be 67 on the 4th. The 4th of April, tomorrow. Today. It is now the 4th. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Melody. 22 and holding for the last 22 years. Yeah. I've been stuck at 29 now for a long time. Oh my goodness. We joke about it so much that last year on my birthday, I literally had to stop and figure out, how old am I? Because it has been the running joke for so long now. Oh my goodness, that is funny. Blessedly Mate's going to be 47. Well, you and I are the same age. I will be 47 this year on my birthday. How about that? You felt 60 since you were 20, but so 30 doesn't bother you very much. Girlfriend, you feel 60 physically or mentally? 30 bothered you too, Susan. Well, I'm so glad I'm not alone, girls. Alicia, you think we're the same age? I was born in 1970. Oh, your name is January. That's cool. That is really cool. So Jan is short for January. That's really neat. Okay, Chalet, I think I said that right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope you have a good night's sleep. There is Angie here from Kentucky. Hello. Your watch stopped on your 30th birthday, Angela? Oh my goodness, that would kind of freak me out too. Oh my goodness, that would be like, oh, is this a sign? Oh wow, but 20 years later, here you are. There is Kristen's Corner. Kristen, I've been checking out your channel. Haven't had a chance to comment on any yet, but I have pulled up a couple of your videos. How are you? You haven't really missed a whole lot, I don't think. We've been kind of just shooting the breeze, talking about turning 30 and then hitting 40. Some of us are over 40. There is Volunteers Fan. You turned 30 on March the 28th, and you're fine with being 30. Once I actually got past the actual turning of 30, then I got okay with it too. And then it was kind of like every year after that. Almost kind of like, well, I'm 40. 40 was only slightly depressing. But now it's like whenever I tell people I'm 46, like I am so cool with that because I still feel young. I don't always feel good physically just with everything that's been going on, but I feel young, like mentally, I still feel young. So I don't mind telling people what my real age is anymore. Kind of gets a little easier each year that passes, I think. At least for me it does. You guys tell me, those of you that are north of 40, did it get easier for you the further north you went? Oh, Jennifer, I can totally relate to that. I can totally relate to that. It's like when you've had bad health and you just realize you've hit a milestone. Yeah, that would be some tears of joy for sure. So Julie is 64 now, and 50 was a hard one for you. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to be approaching that here in a few short years. I'll be curious to know how I'm going to feel about being 50. That's for sure. That sounds so like whoever thought, and you've had 2 open heart surgeries? Wow. Well, congrats to you for still being here full of life. That is awesome. 49 on your birthday in June, Lisa, and you get to go to Chicago. Oh, that will be so much fun to see your daughter. I want to go to Chicago. I've never been there. Always wanted to go there. Think that would be so much fun. Christine says mentally. I'm getting to feel like it physically. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not a bad thing though, Christine. Mature. I call you mature. And you are, like from the conversations we've had, you are very mature and very wise beyond your years, girlfriend. So consider that a compliment, a huge compliment. Janelle is going to be 47, so there's several of us 1970 babies here today. Kristen's Corner is 45. All right, well, you're pretty close to us. Your birthday is Christmas Eve. And that's why you were named Kristen. Isn't that something? Now tell us, how did you like having a Christmas Eve birthday? I've known several people who's had their birthday right around Christmas Eve, and they didn't like it because it was Christmas and they felt gypped on their birthday. Did you ever feel that way? BBZP Gardner is here. Hello and welcome to the live chat. Took you almost 30 years to have your baby, so you are hugely blessed. Yes, children are indeed a blessing. So this is a miracle baby? That is really cool. The golden years, but you call them the rusty years. I've heard a few other people say that too. It's like, what's so golden about it, right? Oh my goodness. Yes, he does have you here for a purpose, Jennifer. I absolutely believe that. Absolutely believe that. Matter of fact, I talk about that a little bit in tomorrow's video. This video that I'm waiting to upload. 31, 41, and 51. That's what got you the most? Oh my goodness. Wow, Carrie, so you've survived brain surgery? Wow, well, I am so glad that you survived that. 38 when you found the aneurysm number 2. Oh my goodness, wow. So now are you still, I guess you're still living with the aneurysm and they're not going to be able to do anything about that? Wow. Well, I will keep you in my prayers, Carrie, for absolutely sure. And yes, every birthday is definitely a treasure. That is for sure. All right, let's see. Crayola Skies says, you're just tuning in. How did I start up my YouTube channel? I started my channel doing nail art back in 2012. And it kind of just morphed from there. Just kind of added one thing here and one thing there. And you guys haven't seen a lot of nail art in a while because my nails are in horrible shape with all the construction we've been doing on the house. That's kind of been the least of my worries here lately, but hopefully now that we've got only one more room to paint, I'm going to be able to get these things back in good shape for you guys and start doing nail arts again. Hopefully I'll be able to do that for Sunday's video. That's my plan right now, is that Sundays will be a nail art tutorial for you guys again, because that's how I started. And a lot of you came to the channel because of the nail art, and then it just kind of all morphed from there, just adding one thing here and one thing there and figuring out what you guys like to see the most, and that's just kind of how it all evolved. 49. Oh, you just had a birthday, Kathy. Well, I didn't know that. Happy late birthday to you. How are you doing out there? You liking where you're living now? I've been catching your chats, catching up. Haven't caught all of them just because we've been so busy here, but I have tuned in on some of them. You hated it. You never had a birthday party. That's what I've heard several people say about their birthdays being on a holiday like that, is they always kind of felt gypped a little bit because their birthday and the holiday, and of course the holiday seemed to take precedence. So I always find it curious to ask people. All right, let's see. Oh, we have Tiffany here from Texas. Hello. You're going to be 28 in May. So you got a birthday approaching really soon, huh? Whenever I was 28 years old, I was a new mom. I had my daughter right after I turned 27 and was about to be getting pregnant with Bub. They're 2 years apart. I had him at 29. So I remember that age very well. It's better to be a year older than a month late. Yeah. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Now let's see. That is, does that say Shirok? Shirok 28? I think I'm seeing that correctly. I'm doing great. How about you? Thanks for joining us. You're going to be 35 on May the 4th. So we have a lot of April and May babies here tonight. Bye, Jan. We will see you later. Thanks so much for joining in, and have a great night. Oh, Christine, I didn't know Matt's birthday was on Christmas Eve. So how does he feel about that? Did he always feel gypped too, or did they make a special effort of making sure that he got to celebrate that birthday? Your birthday keeps you mentally young. He's 45. Oh, he lives 3 hours away. So you guys have quite a commute to see each other, huh? Let's see, you work like a man in your 20s, and now you get around like an 80-year-old. Oh my goodness, I feel you on that some days. My daughter often teases me and my son when we're out places, and I'm like, oh, my hips hurt, or oh, my knees hurt. And they say, Mom, you get around worse than somebody in their 70s. And I said, yes, some days I do. Oh, all right. Janelle's birthday is on Veterans Day. Well, how about that? February 1st for Morgana. Oh, yeah, they always get it. My parents' wedding anniversary is on February the 2nd, Groundhog's Day. So we always have to try to remember, because we're so curious about that little Puxatawny Phil that I forget sometimes about their anniversary. Oh, my goodness. Janelle feels about 100, suffering with chronic pain. I'm so sorry to hear that. I can totally relate after the few years that I've been through around here. I tell you, it does. It makes you feel old. It does. It gets the best of you some days, that's for sure. Some days you're just happy to have made it through to the end of the day. Your mom's going to have to get used to living in Phoenix. I bet it is quite a change. What is the climate like out there? I have never been out that way, but would love to. Would love to. There is DJ Simon. Melania Trump is in her 40s. Yeah, I think there is something about making it to your 40s, for me anyway, and I can't speak for everybody, but there's kind of a confidence that comes. I think maybe a maturity of making it through everything that we came through and all the insecurities that we had, the little petty jealousies and all that kind of stuff, that by the time you hit 40 and have matured up some and that's not an issue for you, there's like a confidence that comes. And when you walk with confidence, you do walk a whole lot more. I wouldn't necessarily use the word beautiful, but maybe more attractive to people because they see that quiet confidence in you, if that makes sense. That makes sense. And I've noticed that about a lot of ladies whenever they hit around that age. It's kind of like mentally they take a shift, and they become so much more attractive. At least in my experience, I find that to be true for sure. All right, so Matt felt like he got left out. And your birthday is on Cinco de Mayo, but that doesn't affect you much. Well, ole! Girl, you always make me laugh. Some of your messages that come to me, I get so tickled. I cannot wait until you and I can meet in person. That is going to be a fun encounter, that's for sure. Let's see, what was the pattern on baby girl's storage bin? It was kind of like, let me see if I can holler at Bub. Bub, can you bring me one of Sissy's bins, please? He'll bring one in here and I'll be able to show you guys again. It's kind of hard to describe. It's like a circular pattern with a diamond in the middle, kind of. Let's see if he can grab that. Oh, Jennifer, your parents were married on February 2nd too? That's cool. How about that? Oh, New Year's Eve would be a hard birthday for sure. You pick a day in June. That's a good idea. Just celebrate on a day opposite of what your birthday is. That's a clever idea. All right, here are the, thanks, Bub. Here are the bins. And see how the gold is kind of like a circle and then the inside is sort of like a diamond? Not exactly sure what you would call that pattern, but they are so pretty with that gold foil on there. I just absolutely love them. Very, very pretty. Hotter than in Vegas. I keep hearing how hot that Arizona is. I've had a lot of people say that. Now, do you guys have a dry heat there? Because we have a very, just like today. Matter of fact, let me check on this video. Oh, looky here, guys. Let me show you. We are finally at 95%. Woohoo! You guys have kept me good company waiting on this video to load. Like today, when we were out there filming today, it really wasn't hot as far as the temperature is concerned, but because it had just rained this morning, the air was more humid than it usually is, because we're always humid here in Florida. There's not a day that goes by that we don't have humidity. I mean, literally, by the time you walk from your front door to your car, you are drenched in sweat, and not necessarily sweat as much as just the humidity. And today the humidity was awful. I mean, like out there trying to film this video, you guys will see tomorrow, it was so humid that it made it hard to breathe. It's like breathing in this thick wall of air, because basically, water, because that's basically what you're doing. The air is so full of water that's kind of feels like what you're breathing in. And there are days that, oh my, it's hard. So in Arizona, tell me, is the air wet like that, or do you guys have a dry heat? Now let's see here. With age comes grace. I believe that. I do believe that that is true. I do. They only have the gold cheetah. Oh, okay, I see. Nope, this one isn't a cheetah. It's kind of like that little diamond pattern there. Let's see. Kathy has a Native American neighbor. Oh, they have a bobcat? Ah, that would be so cool. My husband would be in hog heaven. Oh, he gets loose, though? Now, that would scare me. He has actually gotten in? Oh, my goodness. Oh, girl, that would scare me. So, why does he get out so often? Is your neighbor forgetting to lock him up, or what's happening? we need to figure out that problem. Oh, that could be dangerous, but oh, that would be cool though, to actually see one. My husband and my son love the big cats, all the big cats. My husband has always been fascinated with those big cats. He would love to see that. I don't think he would really love one coming in the house though. I think that'd probably be where he would draw the line. Okay, Arizona is dry heat, Miss Juanita says. All right. Oh, well, thank you, Angie, for watching the Dollar Tree hauls. You live 45 minutes away from the closest Dollar Tree. Oh, well, I'm glad that I can be some help there and let you know what to look for. We have a Dollar Tree here in our town, but it's not real big. So a lot of the cooler stuff that I get to show you guys, I find in the town where we go to church. They have some awesome Dollar Trees there. And then, of course, we've taken you guys over to the big one in St. Augustine. And that one in St. Augustine is amazing. Oh, it is huge. The ones here in Gainesville, which also aren't too far from me, there's one there that's really good. The other two are so-so. Of course, they all carry different things. So when I make a trip to Gainesville, we hit all of them while we're there, because you never know from store to store what you're going to find. I wish they were a little more consistent on carrying the same things. You met your husband on Veterans Day. He had just gotten out of the Army. Oh, that's so cool. I love Veterans Day. I love our vets, and it's always such an emotional day for me. Yeah, I think it is too, Carrie. I really do. Yes, definitely a lot more secure. Yeah, and you do. You get to a point to where you just really don't care what other people think anymore. You're not trying to impress people like you are whenever you're younger. Yeah, not a lot of people make me laugh, Christine. You can ask my kids that. Oh, we will be sitting there watching a show or a comedian or something, and they're like dying, and they're like, Mom, you never crack a smile. There are few people that make me laugh, but you do. You have a gift, girl. Yes, you do. Well, thank you, Melinda. I think they are so pretty too. I was happy we found those. And the funny thing is, we didn't even go looking for those. We were just in there looking to see what they had, saw them, and I said, oh, babe, you got to grab some of those up for your new room. So that was a nice little surprise find. Oh, okay, so the ones at Five Below are more of a chevron pattern. Well, I'll have to take a look at them, because I'm not sure which pattern she might like more, but if they actually have more of those there, then we could trade some of those out and use these in the closet area where it wouldn't necessarily matter too much. Thank you very much, Francis. What time is it in Florida? Right now, at this moment, it is 1:04. 1:04, can you believe it? Thank you very much, Janelle. Well, it's a good thing that Bobcat likes you, Kathy, because that could be dangerous if he didn't. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on 1 minute, you guys, if you don't mind, and let me put this video. I need to schedule the time so that I can get this link to Kathy. She has been waiting on it. Poor thing. I have kept her waiting all day. This definitely took me much, much longer than I thought that it was going to take me. I didn't know that it would take so long today. Well, I didn't plan on having to refilm it. But like I said, when I sat down to get that edited, I wasn't feeling it. You know, sometimes after you film a video and you're just like, no, and the lighting was off out there that day, and just there was some distractions that were out there because we did it outside in a public park and the people that were coming by. So I had to scratch that idea. And now let me see, let me get this to her really quick so that I don't even know if she's still up. If she is, I know that she does stay up late on occasion, but not sure if that's an every night thing for her. Kathy, if you're up, or if you see this before you get this email that's coming your way, I'm sorry it took so long. I had literally been working on it since the minute that I got home. Oh, man. All right, today is the 4th. That is going to be live in the morning at 7 o'clock. So any of you that get on up early, You should be able to see that. All right, now let me get over here and get this link to her. I feel so bad that this took so long. But I'd rather it take me a little longer and hopefully give you guys quality, or at least what I feel like is quality. Hopefully you guys will feel it's quality too. Sorry, I seem a little rude looking away, don't I? My apologies. All right, let me hit paste in there and send. All right. That should definitely be set to go for you guys in the morning. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. First time, I think, I'm trying to think back. I think we've done a few other little outside shots, but not necessarily talking videos, just like getting video footage outside. So this was like the first one filmed on location, so to speak. And that was fun. I'm going to have to start doing some more stuff like that because I really liked it. Now, I think what we filmed outside the last time was the intro for the Woman to Woman collaboration last summer. Some of you guys remember that. It was a whole summer long collaboration. I did it with several other channels like we had Suzanne Light, Cha Cha Cakes, Coupon to Provide was part of that. Phone Jones, Shantae Vega, Jody Saladino. Trying to remember everybody. I'm sorry, you guys, if I forgot your name. There was like 13 of us, I think. There were 13 or 14 of us that were all involved in that. You can go on my channel and search for Woman to Woman. I think there was 3 videos. We did it for 3 months during the summer, and each month we did something different. And my intention from the very beginning was to do the whole thing outside. So when we got over to Pensacola for baby girl's graduation, we were able to use some of the public areas there. We filmed the intro, but the weekend got so busy, a lot busier than we had anticipated it would be. So I never actually had time to sit down and do the video outside, but that was my intention. So at least I did get the footage for that intro outside. But this one I definitely wanted to try to do that way again, just to give you guys something different. I try to switch it up at least every once in a while to give you guys something different to see, and I loved it. I'm gonna have to do some more. So you guys will have to be sure to let me know tomorrow if you get the chance to watch the video, if you liked it outside and what you think about that format. Let's see where I left off here. Louisiana's humid too. Oh, I didn't know that. And Kansas is a pretty close second. Well, how about that? I did not know that. That's very interesting. "102 degrees weather whenever you were there, Francis. But you got used to it pretty quick." It's 104 where you are. Yep. Got a bunch of night owls here with me. You had coffee an hour ago. So the live chat's making you a happy night owl. What a hoot. And I love your puns too. You come up with some good puns, girlfriend. Yes, you do. Oh. Well, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you have a great evening. Lauren Wood is here. You're 15? Oh, well, thank you. That is the greatest compliment that I've had in a long time. I appreciate that, Lauren, and I am glad that you feel welcome here. I'm not sure if you know this or not because you're kind of new to the channel, but I am actually a youth pastor at our church, so I love hanging out with people your age. I really do. So glad to have you here. Oh, Bubbles Butterfly. She said now she uses the phrase "you were created for purpose." That is awesome. I am so happy to hear that. She's here from Texas. Well, many blessings to you too. That is so cool. You don't like the humidity or the heat, and you don't like the cold. So you only get 2 months of weather that you actually enjoy. Yeah, if you don't like heat and humidity, then you definitely would not like it down here, because it is humid all year long here. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad there's so many of you night owls. I was really afraid that I wouldn't have very many people up so late, and I thought, oh no. But I wanted to come on and do the live because I haven't been able to vlog the last 2 days, and I knew you guys were concerned about me with my health, and I thought they're all going to think that I am down and terribly sick, so I got to let them know I'm okay. How do I stay up so late? I think it's just a habit that my body's gotten into, but today I slept until noon, so I'm good to go. I got a lot of energy tonight. Oh, well, thank you. How do I look so good after a long day? Well, I'm not real sure. The power of makeup. we can all thank Urban Decay and Rimmel and Ulta. Oh, well, thank you so much, Peggy. I sure appreciate those kind words. Thank you very much. Christine, does Matt go to bed early? Do you stay up? Daisy Days, hello, hello. It is 3:10 p.m. where you are. So where are you? Is it 3:10 p.m. like you're a day behind us or the day ahead of us? Yeah, Kathy, I can't wait to get to see it whenever it's all done. I always love to see whenever any of you guys do home tours or show us inside the houses. I guess that's why I like to show mine too. It's kind of like whenever you visit a house in person. If you ever go to somebody's house for dinner and they're like, you want to see the rest of the house? And you're like, yes, can't wait. So I like to watch them online too. I think it's really fun. All right, Morgana's got to go. Good night, Morgana. So nice to have you with us. Hope you have a great evening. Lisa, you got your first socks box today. Oh, you did? Did you love them? How did you like them? I love those socks box socks. They are so comfy and so cute. Oh, well, Susan, I'm sorry to hear that. But yes, God does have a plan for you. And there is obviously a reason that you are still alive. I believe it with every fiber of my being. He has purpose in you. He absolutely does. Yep, at least a few others can't sleep. Lynn, how are you? Welcome. Me too. I've pretty much been a night owl my whole life too. My mom's a night owl too. I guess that's where I get it from. Yes, crafty creatures of the night we are. Some of my best work happens late at night. British Columbia. Hello, it's 10:10 p.m. where you are, and sweater weather. Welcome, Francis. Nice to have you. Hey, Ninju. No, we are actually still live. You didn't miss it. We are still here. Now, you're in Arizona too, so is it 10:15 for you too? Are you 3 hours behind? All right, good night. I think that says Shirok. Good night. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening. You're in Australia, Jess, so you are a day ahead of us. That is so cool. Welcome from the land down under. I've always wanted to go to Australia, and I'm telling you, it's on my bucket list. Before I die, I shall visit that wonderful land. I cannot wait to get to go see it. Oh, good night, Lauren. Have a great evening. Thanks for joining us. Good night, Lynn. Lisa, glad to hear you love them. I really like them. I think they are so fun. Lauren says she'll have to sleep sometime soon. Now, I'm going to guess since you're 15, you got school tomorrow. Do you have school tomorrow? And what time is it where you are? Are you ahead of me, behind me? What time is it where you are? Good night, Peggy. Glad you could join us. Matt is a night person too, but it depends. Oh, he's awake right now, but he's upstairs. Okay. You text back and forth. I would too, honey. No running up and down those stairs. Oh, so you told him he gonna have to hold on because you're with Dina. Hey, I'm all about that life. Of course, I don't know. I may make me an enemy real quick there. So you got 2 pair of men's socks, the owls and the red, white, and blue ones. All right. Very cool. Did I get the owls? I don't remember if I got the owls. I can't remember now all the ones I got, but I did get the red, white, and blue ones. Love them. I really do. Okay, now there is Curtis, and now do you say Dina Webb or Deanna? Because I had another one on here earlier that was spelled exactly like yours, but she pronounced hers Dina. But blessings to you too, and welcome. Let's see, there is Kathy. Do I want to do another pocket letter swap? Yeah, that would be fun to do. I actually have one scheduled for the 14th of April, so I wouldn't be able to do it till about the 30th of April or the 1st of May. So if you want to schedule one for the 1st of May, let me know. Shoot me an email, Kathy, and we can set one up for right around that 1st of May there. That would be fun. 10:15 in Arizona. So your mom's family is there and had dinner. Well, that sounds like fun, having the family over. Oh, well, thank you so much, Jess. I have got to come. And when we get there, we will have to definitely hook up. That is for sure. We will definitely have to hang out. That would be so much fun. Okay, so it's 10:15. Are you in Arizona too, Lauren? Or are you in California? One of you told me California. Was that you? And bummer with school, but school's almost over. Are you out for the whole summer, or do you do year-round school where you are? Well, good night, and you have a great night's sleep. We'll catch you the next time. I'm so glad you were able to join. Deanna. Okay, I thought that's probably how it was pronounced. Deanna. Yeah. I would not want to have to. You got a spiral staircase? Christine, you will have to share a picture of that with me. I would love to see it. Staircases, I have always wanted a spiral staircase. Well, till I went to the lighthouse a few weeks ago and had to climb up. How many steps did I tell you guys it was? Like, I don't even remember. I don't remember how many steps I told you guys that it was all the way up to the very top of that thing, but however tall it was, about halfway up, I said, I don't ever want a spiral staircase. But of course, one in the house wouldn't be that tall. Oh. Where do I get all my cute earrings from? These here came from, I think these came from City Trends. A lot of my earrings I find at City Trends and I find at the Body Shop. Love those two stores right there for jewelry. And then I also find some of them at Rue 21. They have really cute earrings too that I enjoy. So that's about the 3 most popular places where I find earrings. But I haven't bought myself any in a while, except for in January we found that little dollar store in Orlando. You guys will remember if you were watching the vlogs. I forget now what it was called. I don't remember. It was very similar to a Dollar Tree, and they had jewelry there, and I've gotten a few pair from there that I love. I still wear them. Love those. And then I've gotten several pair from some of you guys. Have sent me some really pretty earrings, and I love them, love them. Oh, Lauren's in Washington. All right, so you're way over there on the West Coast. Never been to Washington either, but one of these days I want to. Out for the summer. Good. All right. Well, good night. Have a good night's sleep. Oh, well, thank you, Susan. They are good kids indeed. We have truly been blessed. That is for sure. And I'm so happy that you all are part of our family. You're in Portland, near Victoria. Oh, that would be so cool. Yes, definitely shoot me an email. That would be fun. I would love to be able to do like a whole series of videos from Australia. Wouldn't that be cool? Like I would love to do a whole series of videos from everywhere. I could go traveling to do videos. That would be fun. I'd take all of you with me. That's cool. So it's the original staircase. That is awesome. Very cool. Charming Charlie's. No, I never heard of that. Ninju? It sounds like I need to though, because I love pretty jewelry. That is for sure. Yeah, I like long earrings too. I've never heard of Charming Charlie. Well, wait a minute. It seems like somebody on here may have mentioned them to me one time before, but we don't have one near us. But now that I say that name out loud, it does sound like a familiar name. Good night, Francis. I hope you have a blessed evening. Thanks for joining us. And good night, Melinda. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening. 1:20 for Melissa. She's in Massachusetts, just got home from work. Well, you are getting home from work early in the morning. Oh, you have a Charming Charlie's too, Christine? Hey, now that would be really cool, Jess. Some authentic Australian food. That would be fun. Yeah, very cool. Well, several of you have heard of Charming Charlie's. This sounds like I need to visit one of these. Okay, so where all are they? Because we're going to Anaheim, California this summer. Will I see one over there or maybe on the way? We haven't decided yet if we're driving or flying. I would like to drive because I would like to see some stuff on the way, but it just all depends on how that all works out. Oh, yeah, Francis has one too. Oh, they have a website. Okay, well, I'll have to go on there and try to find the website. Now, I have been in a store like that, Ninja, where they color coordinated everything. We used to have a jewelry store over in Gainesville in the mall, and they would color code things, and I loved that they did that because you could quickly see around the store, and if you were looking for something, say, in the fuchsia colors, then you could go right to that section, and that was really handy. So that's cool that they do that. You believe Cali does have one. Well, now that is going to give me a place. Let me screenshot that so I do not forget. Yeah, that's going to give me a place to look for. Oh, my goodness. All right, you guys. Well, it is almost 1:30 here. There's one in Omaha. Yeah, that might be just a little bit of a commute. Maybe one day if I ever get me a jet plane, I can just hop all over the world in a day and go shopping at some of these fabulous stores I don't have here. Oh, they do have them in Pennsylvania. We went to Pennsylvania on our honeymoon. We sure did. We went to the Poconos, Pennsylvania. That was a lot of fun too, and beautiful. And I was really surprised that during the summertime, their weather was pretty close, similar to ours, but just not as humid. But it was nice and hot and sunny, and it was just beautiful up there. We had a great time. My email address, DeeVine DeeZine @yahoo.com, and that's the DeeVine DeeZine at Yahoo. Have it in Oregon too. Well, it needs to come to Florida. You know, it took us forever even just to get a Five Below. I had so many of you guys commenting for a while about Five Below, and then I started seeing the hauls for Five Below, and I was like, we've got to get one. And it took forever, but finally, we've got one. Oh. Oh, they did, Jennifer? We had a great time. We went to Caesar's Palace. We went to Paradise Stream, Caesar's Palace there in the Poconos. Ninju doesn't have a Five Below. Well, I hope you get one. I like that little store. I do have to say, though, that some of the stuff they carry in there is very similar to things that Dollar Tree has. And Dollar Tree will have it for $1, and sometimes at Five Below, it's like $3. So you have to be careful when you're in Five Below because some of their stuff is not the best value, but then other things are a great value and great quality, too. I love Five Below. I really do. You just have to be careful when you're in there. All right, Kathy, good night. I'll be looking for that email. Glad you could join us and have a great evening. I don't know. It sounds like maybe, who knows? Oh, Christine, are you fixing to go good night? I'm so glad you had a chance to join us. Yeah, I hope you guys all that don't have Five Below get one, because it is a fun store. All right, you guys, but it is now 1:27, so I'm going to have to bid you all a good night. I've got a few more things here for work that I need to finish up so that hopefully you guys can have some videos, and then I got to get up early in the morning and call that doctor of mine. I hope she can get me in tomorrow. I think she should be able to, but we shall see. It may be Wednesday before I can get over there, but at any rate, I hate having to make those kind of appointments. I really do. But nonetheless, I'm going to say goodnight. And I want to thank all of you for joining me. We might have to do more of these late nights. I didn't know there were so many night owls out there, but this is pretty fun. So who knows? One of these late nights, I might be popping in on you again. So for now, I'm going to say goodnight. And hopefully we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. The vlogs will be back tomorrow. I'll be vlogging again tomorrow. And sorry we missed the last 2 days, but life was crazy and it just got out of control today. That is for sure. But we'll be back tomorrow. So good night, everybody. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.